This is David.
Hi, David.
Hi, Jeff.
It's a little loud.
Oh, sorry.
I'll back off.
Sorry.
I'll back off.
Oh.
Hi, David.
Hi, Jeff. So, we are still doing Sunken King DLC. It's time to fight...
Scholar of the First Sin. Eh?
The joke is impactful...
Right
now. There it is.
Right.
Sin, the Slumbering Dragon. You'll notice
Indeed.
he has a giant spike in his chest.
Yes, he does. That was a real good dodge there.
Yep.
Real good dodge.
Fantastic. I'm good at this. So I'm using, just in case you're curious, 2 + 10 Berserker Blades.
Mm-hmm.
Just power stance, because why not?
Yeah, why not? One of which is blue.
Yep. And will be for the rest of the fight, because I'm really good at this game.
Mm-hmm.
The thing to bear in mind with Sin, just in general, like a lot of his attacks are fairly easy to dodge and get out of the way of, just don't get greedy. Being locked onto him is actually not the best idea, and this is where I remembered you can cut his tail off. So
You're like, ooh, must Dark Souls 1 it up.
yes. So the reason this video, this boss fight, is 5 minutes long is because I want to cut his tail off, and he doesn't want me to cut his tail off.
Understandable.
But it does highlight that if he's in the air, just run at him. Just for the most part, he's not going to hit you. He leaves the poison clouds and all that, but he's not... this is not Calamite. You should dodge, though.
Yeah, you should dodge or block, you know, those things.
Those things you do if you have a shield. That was me just being frustrated and hoping he would come down. Just really praying. I was like, oh, he's doing the thing. I can roll under his neck. No, I can't. Nope, that was a stab. Got it.
Well,
All
hey,
right.
you got a hit.
I got a hit. The Berserker Blade, not the best decision for this. I also love how eminently destructible...
The power stance to cut, double cut would work. Just have to be in the right spot.
Right, that just didn't occur to me until afterwards. I do like how eminently destructible this whole arena is. Again,
Stick another one on the chin there.
just frustrated. This was, I really love this boss arena. I really love the design of Sin as a dragon. I love the giant just spear in his chest. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a Dragon Slayer arrow. I can't
no.
remember. What is it?
No, that's the spear of the guy whose ring you get right next to him.
Oh, Yorg.
Yeah, that's Yorg's spear. You can actually get that as a weapon.
Oh, okay.
Because Yorg went down to kill it and ended up stabbing it, but
Didn't kill it.
yeah, I guess was not completely successful. You know, lore.
Yeah, the thing I really wish I paid more attention to in Dark Souls 2.
Keeps rotating.
Yep.
He keeps rotating. Oh, you did the same thing again.
I did. It's like I'm bad at pattern recognition and spin around in frustration. You're supposed to dodge to the side when he dives at you, not... Again, you're supposed to
You
dodge...
have literally not dodged a single attack.
I dodged that one. I remember to stop moving, but, nope.
Well, I guess you've dodged some of the fireballs by just not being like, right under them.
Right. And he does, like, if he lands on you, he does some Goomba stomp damage and stuff like that, but for the most part, he doesn't do, like, a fly up in the air and just breathe fire straight down kind of thing. It's pretty much all fireball-based. So, hey, I dodged one. This is how you actually get to the tail easy. Got it.
All right.
Yeah.
Chopped it off.
You don't get anything for it, but I was like, oh, York's ring. Because I legitimately forgot it was in the boss fight arena. So now I just run up and kill him. This is a boss fight that the first time I fought him was with you. I was like, oh, this is so hard. This is ridiculous. And then I later fought him by myself, not with a legitimate character. With not a perfectly legitimate character.
With a legitimate character. Not a perfectly legitimate character. Of course.
And that I was just like, oh, so I just, run towards him and I'm okay. Dodge to the side when necessary, repeat. I thought it was. I was really expecting a Calamite style thing,
and then also avoid all of the poison clouds.
right there. If you're wearing the
toxic clouds, are they toxic or poison?
It never actually procced on me, so no. With this perfectly legitimate character, it should proc. Poison and toxic proc.
Eventually.
But, there still should be buildup. It just didn't even, show buildup. So I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, and I don't know why it wasn't building up.
All right, then.
This might be similar to the Dragonstone. And this is me running. It's like, all right, time to say the... Oh, wait, no. I want to look at this area because it's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It's very simple because, cave with shiny bits and waterfalls. But it's still a very nice area.
Mm-hmm. Lots of breaky bits too.
Breaky bits. So that was Sin, the Slumbering Dragon. I very much enjoy that boss fight. I enjoy it a lot more than Alana, and I enjoy it a lot more than the next one we're about to see.
Yeah, definitely the highlight boss wise. I also don't like the placement of the bosses right next to each other in the Sunken King.
Right.
It makes for a very frustrating going through the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
You go through all of these, It's going through a DLC in Dark Souls is very much have fun exploring and, getting items and then running into a frustrating wall, which is whatever the boss is. And the reward for doing that is usually you get another section of, fun exploring.
Right. Followed
by another wall that's just another extremely hard boss. This is the basic formula of all the DLCs for Bloodborne and Dark Souls. So
right, but this one,
fortunately, the ones that I don't like are the ones that stack them like this.
Yeah,
where it's just you go right into the next boss fight, and you realize that all the exploring and stuff you already did was it. That was the whole thing.
Ta-da! Well, there's one more area we haven't done, and that one more area
there's the side area. Sure,
not great. Just generally speaking, the side area is... I didn't enjoy it in any of my playthroughs. It got to the point
the side area in all three of the DLCs is the weakest part by design, but
yeah, though
nothing is as bad as the Frigid Outskirts.
The Frigid Outskirts is a bad train wreck. It is bad. It is just bad. But we've gone over that, so we're going to talk about happy things.
Right.
As far as dragon designs go, I think Calamite is still a better dragon design. Just because I think it looks cooler in that, middle school, that looks rad kind of way.
Sure.
But Sin
is pretty metal when he goes up on his hind legs and uses telekinesis to brand you with a dark sigil.
Yeah, that's
pretty metal.
It's pretty good. But I will say, Sin is also, it's just a really nice looking boss, and I love the spear sticking out of it. It just no, he don't care. He's bleeding this glowy green blue stuff. It's fine.
Yeah, it seems to have mostly healed over the spear.
Well, I mean, it's still bleeding when you fight him. It's still glistening and shiny. So I figure it's just one of those bleed eternally and never heal kind of things.
Yeah. Maybe Jorg's spear is Lu's spear.
Yeah, that's yep. That's
the other one, thinking, or the other one, Jarmuth.
Jarmuth, yep. Or it's Longinus in Neon Genesis, the ever bleeding thing.
Well, I mean, the Longinus wasn't what was causing the. I guess it was technically the Longinus was keeping it there.
But it wasn't keeping it forever bleeding. They were just injuring it for the bleeding.
It might, as a consequence, be ever bleeding.
It's been a while.
I wonder if the original angels are just sort of immortal and this kind of just keep producing, fluid.
Mm-hmm.
So, There's a lore question you can ask someone else.
Right.
I of course am almost I'm a journeyman Neon Genesis Evangelion lore expert. Yeah, not an expert.
Right.
Expert.
You're not a master expert. You're a journeyman.
Not a master expert. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Sure.
That's
I'm still taking some classes.
I mean, have you read all the essays? I mean, there are a bunch of.
I haven't read all of the essays, but I've certainly read most of the essays. I've written a few.
Oh, fair enough.
I've done some peer review, and a few short things published in peer-reviewed in GE journals.
Oh, that's awesome. Which ones?
Which ones, indeed, include things like nature of the cosmos as interpreted by depressed Japanese men. That's the principal one. Nature of the cosmos is interpreted by depressed Japanese men.
Okay, so Naktajijabub.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got published there.
If you enjoyed that, for some reason, look, I'm not talking about if you enjoyed Neon Genesis Evangelion for some reason, because I understand. I don't understand either. That's what I understand.
It's not a good, but it's also a good.
It's also really good.
But it's also not.
But it's also not.
It's also really bad, but also apparently great.
Some of it's pretty bad, but a lot of it's pretty great. If you feel that way about us and you want to support us, you can do so by contributing monthly to our Patreon. We promise to deliver content on a regular schedule, and we won't just reboot our entire show and get 3/4 of the way through it and then go make a Godzilla movie. I can guarantee that won't happen. Anything you contribute a month would be great. It's just $1 a month, right. Going on. And then eventually, if we get enough people doing it, we can do it as a full-time job.
Right. And that's, words just completely left my brain.
They often do.
So if it Jesus. All right.
Try again. Just take another run at it.
All right. Take three. Okay. I forgot what I was going to say. This is great. I am a professional. I talk for a living. I do things
We did fight a poisonous dragon.
We did, and that was pretty awesome.
And then also talked a little bit about Neon Genesis Evangelion. And I wasn't necessarily planning on doing that, but these things just happen sometimes.
Yeah. And that's the best thing about what we do, is we just talk about things and then maybe turn a 4-minute video into a 50-minute video that might also just end up being a 4-minute video plus a 46-minute video. We'll see. As life goes on.
A little behind the scenes action.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to figure out a way to use Anno as to mean year in some sort of joke, and that never happened.
I was trying to figure out a way to turn
annual, and maybe it was the publication was by Anno.
I mean, año is year in Spanish, so
yeah, I know. Yeah, Anno, A-N-N-O, Anno, Anno is also year in Latin.
Yeah, I failed to make Longinus into a pun that I was going to make for a periodical. That's why I was also silent. So
okay,
I just left you floundering. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was not prepared for let's say the nature journal comedy, I guess.
Right.
But that's okay. It's,
I mean, I
expand.
I could know
what's going to happen.
I could just go back to calling it Longinus just to mess with you, but that's retreading old material, and that's I feel like our viewers deserve new stuff, even if it is from my sleep deprived, poorly Englished brain.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Souls.
Next time we play Mario Kart, I think
a little bit, a little Mario Kart, a little
bit of Mario Kart. At least the arena is interesting.
The arena, yes, the arena is great for the next one. Plus, I have an extra treat at the end of the next video for everybody.
Ooh, a teaser.
Including Jeff. He doesn't know what's in it.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't watched it yet, so we'll find out. We'll find out together.
It's great when I do all the editing because things are new.
It is. It's true.
and then there are mistakes everywhere, but then Jeff fixes them.
Dark Souls. That means stop talking, David. Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.